And we are witnessing a Beltway bromance blowing up in epic proportion all over Trump's big, beautiful bill. President Trump and Elon Musk's political partnership has completely crumbled in public view over the past 24 hours. First, it was Musk's complaints about the Republican mega bill that turned into a campaign to tank it altogether, which led the president to say this about his billionaire backer on Thursday.
But I'm very disappointed because Elon knew the inner workings of this bill, and he hasn't said bad about me personally, but I'm sure that'll be next.
And this is what happened next. Musk unleashing in at least 42 X-posts. President Trump responding on Truth Social, threatening to cut Musk's government contracts worth billions, as Trump allies called for investigations into Musk. Musk called for impeachment as Republicans watched in horror. Democrats got out the popcorn. And a behind-the-scenes scramble to get the two most powerful and volatile men in the world to de-escalate so far has fallen short. Let's bring in NBC News senior national politics reporter Jonathan Allen and MSNBC senior Washington correspondent and co-host of The Weekend, Eugene Daniels. John, bring us the latest White House view on this. Any movement toward a truce this morning?
Yeah, we're hearing from White House officials. Kristen Welker, the host of Meet the Press, and I have been speaking to White House officials this morning. And what we've heard is that there are no plans for Trump to call Musk or to talk to Musk on the phone today. Of course, that could always change. But a White House official telling Kristen that there is a desire on the part, at least of Trump's staff, to de-escalate this situation. And Caroline Leavitt, the White House press secretary, told me that when the president left the White House yesterday, he was focused on his one big, beautiful bill, which, of course, could be the casualty here if Musk gets the upper hand. But I think we've got Caroline Leavitt on Hannity yesterday. Let's listen to what she has to say.
The president's focus and the focus of the entire White House remains on passing the one big beautiful bill. And as your audience just saw on Friday, just days ago, the president graciously hosted Elon Musk in the Oval Office, and Elon thanked the president for his incredible leadership. The only difference between Friday and today is Elon went back to his companies, and as a businessman, he has a right to speak for his companies. But as president, President Trump has a responsibility to fight for this country.
And so obviously you could see the difference between the interests that Caroline Leavitt was laying out there. And for a long time, these men's interests coincided. Now they are obviously colliding, as you said, on an epic proportion.
Eugene, the White House press secretary seemed to suggest there, at least how I interpret it, that, this is all normal. Now he's a business guy. President Trump's the president. I mean, come on. Is this the type of fight you'd expect between a businessman and a president?
Between these two, I think that it is, right? I think,
nothing's
both
normal.
Nothing's normal anymore. The thing about this relationship is it was always built on no loyalty, right? It wasn't built on a policy prescription that the two men really liked together. It was about what they could get from each other. And at this point, it seems like Elon has decided that he's not getting anything, right? She kind of gave away the game there. It sounds like they heard that when Elon got and looked at the numbers, finally got to really sit down and talk to the Tesla people and said that, things are as bad as we were talking about them on television, then that made it very clear to him that, I have to say something. I will also say it has exposed a lot of rifts, right? And not just the rift between these two men, but a rift between like the tech bros and the MAGA base, which has happened before earlier this year. The rift between people who really care about fiscal responsibility in the Republican Party and people who really love what Donald Trump is doing, right? It is going to make the road to passing this bill not just hard in the Senate, but repassing it in the House even harder.
John, you write about collateral damage, and I think Eugene is hinting at that. Talk to us about what that collateral damage could look like.
Well, for the president, obviously, the future of this bill is at risk in the short term. In the longer term for the Republican Party, Musk is threatening not only to withhold the $100 million that he had promised to put into Trump political committees. In fact, we were told by one source close to Musk yesterday that that's already gone. That's not going to happen. But that Musk could actually spend to defeat Republican candidates. And Musk said in November, meaning potentially giving to Democrats or at least trying to harm Republicans on the ballot if they vote for this bill. For Musk, of course, he's got billions of dollars wrapped up in federal subsidies for his companies. We've already seen Tesla take a huge nosedive. I think it lost about 14% of its stock value yesterday. So a lot of money at stake for Elon Musk and the political legacy of Donald Trump, whose entire first term or second term, I guess now, agenda is wrapped up in this big, beautiful bill. A lot at stake for both of these men. And if they can't come to an agreement here, you could really see a permanent fissure in the Republican Party.
Yeah, that stock hit you mentioned for Tesla amounted to about $150 billion that was gone. Now it seems like Tesla's doing a little better today. But Eugene, are there any signs that this opposition from Musk will actually lead to more GOP no votes on the president's mega bill? Does it give Republicans cover if they don't like it?
I think it does, right? We saw this before when they talked about raising the debt ceiling and all of that during the end of the Biden term. That as soon as Elon Musk came out against it, you saw Donald Trump as candidate, and also other Republicans feel like they could say something and come out very hard and publicly against it. I think it also just comes as, you're looking at people like Marjorie Taylor Greene who say, I didn't read the whole bill, and I don't like that you can't, this strips the ability for states to have AI regulation. Other members, other folks in the Republican circle saying, I didn't read the bill, but now. And so it comes at this interesting time. It's hard to understand, the chicken or the egg here. But I think it does provide them cover. Elon Musk is going to continue to tweet about this, to X about this, and Donald Trump is going to continue to social post about it, right? And I think the thing that Donald Trump is realizing is, strange bedfellows are great until they're too strange. And now you have the richest man in the world, who has the biggest platform, maybe a platform that is as big as Donald Trump's, the ability to get as much attention as Donald Trump, and he's against you loudly, publicly, and very personally.
But President Trump is still the president, and
Correct.
Some of his allies, like Steve Bannon, are swinging for the fences here. John, he's urging the president to investigate Musk for alleged drug use, for his immigration status, for his ties to China. What do you think? Would President Trump go there?
It's certainly not outside the realm of possibility. We haven't gotten any indication yet from the White House that is something that will be undertaken. I guess we'll have to see whether this continues to escalate. But, it's interesting. Steve spoke to Kristen Welker yesterday, and we couldn't even print some of the things that he said because they were so ratcheted up and they were so uneasy to confirm or difficult to confirm. But certainly, Bannon has a voice in that MAGA movement, and we have seen that the movement has been able to pressure the president into doing things in the past. So I would not rule it out.
I'm just looking to see, is there anything more we're hearing from these two men this morning? It's been interesting to see how quiet the social media has been on both X and Truth Social from both President Trump and Elon Musk so far this morning. Eugene, Democrats have been kind of sitting back, watching from the sidelines with glee. One Democratic Party operative telling NBC News, quote, "This is Christmas." But I do wonder, substantively or quantifiably, what does this do for Democrats?
Yeah, not much, right? Like it causes a rift within the Republican Party. We'll talk about it for a few days, depending on whether or not, President Trump does what Steve Bannon says he should be doing. There might be some substantive stuff there. But I think I was talking to a Democrat today that said they don't need to be distracted, right? Like this is still a bill that they're against. They should still do all the things they were planning to do in order to try and at least expose those rifts even more, take advantage of this fight, but not get distracted by the Real Housewives of the White House kind of thing that's happening, right? You don't need Andy Cohen to do this. This is what leadership should be doing, what they're supposed to do, keeping everyone focused, making sure that folks continue to take the fight to Donald Trump on this bill and kind of let the Elon Musk of it all happen.
John, if Musk goes nuclear, like one of his advisors told you and our colleagues he could, and if he supports, Democratic candidates, would Democrats accept his money? I mean, is there risk that comes with that, especially after what we're seeing right now?
I mean, there's some risk that comes with that. I think what you'd be much more likely to see is money going into super PACs, that where it's not a Democratic candidate that has to accept the money, and even more than that, it probably wouldn't even be ads that are advocating for a Democratic candidate, but rather against a Republican who voted for this bill. I mean, we're a long way from that happening right now. I think the Democrats will take any support they can get, particularly if it doesn't tie them to Musk in any way that can be traced. So, the way big money works in politics now, if you're Elon Musk, you can affect elections without necessarily having to shake hands with people on the other side. I think what we have to watch now is whether these, the publicly professed ghosting of Elon Musk continues from the White House and vice versa. We live in an unusual world where you tell the media that you're ghosting somebody.
I don't know what kind of world this is right now. Everything's just a mess. Jonathan Allen, Eugene Daniels, thanks so much for the conversation and your reporting.